Alright, and welcome back to Learning to Draw, episode 26, where we will be doing a campsite. This is an idea I got out of the graphic novel, The Drawing Lessons, chapter 8, where it talks about simplifying things. So we're going to be doing this with a very simple scratching it in. So let's go ahead and start off with a tree, nice big line, get a lighter color. You can do this with one pencil just by lightening up how heavy and how hard you press. Start with the top and just kind of get it in, and we'll do a nice big pine tree right here, and we're just going to kind of Bob Ross this and scratch it in. Scratch it, and each time we're going to go a little further out. You don't have to shade it the exact same way I'm doing, but each time just kind of go over, and then I like to go down, just kind of give it a little depth, a little out, a little down, out and down, just kind of all through it. Go ahead and go over the middle. You just want to do this all throughout this, over and down, over and down. You can see it's actually starting to look a bit like a tree, but we'll just do this. Let's say one more on each side. So we'll scratch this in, scratch it a little more here and down, and like I said, we're just tap tap tap, just quick scratches and giving it some depth. Go over it, go over our little areas, because we don't want too much white in the tree. And last one over here. Let's go this real wide and down. And let's go ahead and even it out. Make it look like it's coming across. Go ahead and switch back to a darker color, or you can just press down a little more. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do a bunch of thick, quick lines. Just kind of scratch it in. Oop, that one got away from us a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do that. But you can see it kind of gives it a bark color, somewhat of a bark feel to it. And then, excuse me, let's go ahead and do another one. Let's do a nice big one on this side. Nice big tree. So go ahead and get our line, and we'll go all the way up and down. Grab us a lighter color and then scratch it out. And we're going to go all the way up to the top. Hopefully I can do this without messing up too much. And we're going to go the other way. Just quickly. Then down. Just quick. Just little quick strokes. It'll build in spots that you go over and give it a kind of a contrast of light and shadow. And just quickly. A little in between. Don't forget to go over the middle. This way you can just kind of switch it side to side, which way you're going. And on the other side. And what this will do is it'll also kind of give it a look of there being branches there, because your starting point, each time you go farther over, give it a little bit more contrast. You can see this dark line here building up, kind of looks like a tree branch, and all these are all the needles hanging off of it. So we can actually use those as guiding lines as to where we need to go. So do that here again, and then up and over and We don't want them all nice and even. We want it just really good, scratched in. Get rid of some of this white, but not all of it, to give it a little depth. Then go ahead and we'll scratch us in a nice big trunk. We want it nice and big, real thick. We want it going all the way down. And you can see as you scratch it in, it gives it a bit of a barky look to it. You can kind of see where the highlights and low spots are. Up and up and up. And since we're on our dark color, let's go ahead and make us a little tent. So we'll need a pole, nice big pole, and then a rope for our tent to go across. Then from right about here, we're just going to shoot an angle, shoot it across, and we'll shoot an angle. And that'll give us, when we put one more angle over here, nice little tent, and then just to kind of give it a little depth, shoot it across. Now it kind of looks like it actually goes in. So we'll go to our lighter color, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, a nice little feature of doing this on a digital scale, and just all the way across, kind of give it a shading. Just quickly across. Doesn't have to be perfect, just doing this quick. This is learning to draw. This is actually something I practiced a couple of times on pencil and paper just to see if I could do it, because I couldn't really think of anything to draw. And my TV actually has a Bob Ross channel where it plays Bob Ross 24/7. And after watching an episode, I just kind of thought of this idea and thought it'd be fun to record. So we'll go ahead and fill some of this in. And we're going to want to go a little bit darker, but not too much. So let's try right about there, because we're going to want it a little darker in here. We're just going to do the same thing. Just scratch it across. And we'll build up as we go down. And we'll make a build up line there, just to kind of give it a fade, like it's fading in. And actually our little extra lines here kind of look like stake post for the tent. So with that, let's go ahead and swap back to a nice dark color. See if I can't get this somewhat centered. And I'm going to kind of even this out a little bit. There we go. Now, we got us a couple nice big trees, nice little tent, but I think we need something more. So let's bring this out and over, out, over, and kind of swoop it like that. Have us a river going through. Of course, going to need a couple little bushes all around the river. With those, we can kind of give it a little extra room, kind of show where we want to go with the sticks. Go ahead and swap to a lighter color, and then just scratch it in. It kind of looks like we got a little area here where all these leaves are growing off of. And we'll do it again up here. And we're just quick taps and scratching this in. And this one up here. And again, you don't have to follow the exact strokes. This is all just being scratched in. Let's go a little bit darker and let's maybe add some patches of grass around the river here. Now, wouldn't be much of the river if it was standing still, so just a couple light lines going across to kind of give an idea of flow. Maybe use the same color and add little grass here and there, extra bushes, whatever you feel like. Just quickly, we're just scratching this in. Just has to kind of look like it, or not. Any little touch-ups you want. This isn't supposed to be a super photorealistic. But with that, I think we got us a pretty good campsite going on. Let's go a little lighter. Add a little more. Be a little too light because I don't see anything being added. And with that, we got us a quaint little campsite. Well, I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.